I'm Mark Steinbaugh with Birkey's in Hoopeston, Illinois. I've been employed by Birkey's for 37 years, started in 1986, and have been at the Hoopeston location pretty much the whole time. And have done several things, but currently working as a sales rep. I started in sales here in Hoopeston. We're here at Birkey's in Hoopeston today, and at the time, Ron Birkey was the manager at this location. And I worked, beside him, for him, for several years prior to him then relocating to an administrative office. And he was a gentleman and a scholar. It's been a very changing environment that we've been in, starting in 1986 for me, and then through this year, we've seen lots of changes with models, horsepowers, technology. For a veteran like myself, it's a little bit over my head. Nonetheless, it's been just an ever-changing business. It has changed from a small business to a large small business, and it's very exciting to know that people within our organization are willing to grow within this business, and it's easy to make a career out of it. It's been an exciting career for myself. I can remember when I started with Birkey's, I had a newborn, and I say newborn, she was a little over a year old, and today, you can do the math yourself. So it's been a great career. There's quite a few guys that I started doing business with in 1986, and they continue to do business with us here in 2023. It's just very encouraging to see a 3 or 4 year old person walk through this front door, and today they're 38, 39 years old, and I still remember that day.
My name's Mark Foster, and I'm a retired owner of Birkey's Farm Store. I came to work for Birkey's in 1983. I knew Mark the first time I met him was probably in 1987 or so.
I'm Mike Robling. I worked here with Mark since 1989.
I'm Todd Bowman, store manager in Birkey's in Hoopeston, and I've known Mark for 30 years.
I think back almost 40 years now that Mark Foster and I interviewed you and hired you.
Let's see, I've worked with Mark for 21 years.
My name's Darren Agner, and I've worked with Mark for 21 years now.
I started here at Birkey's in February of 2008, and part of the reason why I'm here is because of Mark.
I think the biggest thing about Mark was he was always very fair to people, and he always tried to make the room brighter.
I would describe Mark as very honest.
Mark, as a store manager, was always fair.
For me, he's always been caring and giving.
Honest. That would be the word I would want to use for him.
He really was willing to put the time in to get the job done. I mean, when I was coming over here, I was running the Hoopeston store and the Williamsport store, driving back and forth, and many times when I get here in the morning early, I'm kind of an early riser, he would already be here.
He did what he said he would do, and that whenever you asked him something or had a problem, he would take care of it for you.
If I needed something done, I could always count on him to get it done.
I tease him a lot that he was kind of our Walmart greeter sitting in the front office, because everybody knew him when they walked in the door, and he talked to everybody, and I'm like, how do you remember all these names? And if he didn't know somebody, they hadn't been in here before.
I saw over the years how he built relationship with those customers that started out as just a salesman and customer that turned into friendship.
We took some customers to Denver one time, and Mark was with us in that. And he would do a good job bonding with those customers. He knew who they were, how they acted, what their important parts were about what they like to do.
He had certain customers that would come in here and they'd sit down in and they'd be in there for hours talking about this, that, and the other.
He always has a joke of some sort.
Okay, whenever you're ready.
I'm like lunch meat.
You're always ready.
You got it.
I'm going to miss all of his little pranks that he used to pull.
Mark is always jovial, you know, kind of a jokester.
Unplugging my computer, taking my mouse chip out. I was chasing around here one day trying to find the doggone cursor. I'm like, Steinbaugh? I can't believe it, but you did it again.
I was working in the parts department, and he asked me to find a water pump for a Cub lowboy. Well, I searched and searched and couldn't find it anywhere. Well, he was having a lot of fun with that because they're an air-cooled engine and there's no water pump on a Cub lowboy.
He is a good, true friend.
Best wishes, absolutely. Wish Mark all the best for his retirement. I know he has a lot of plans.
I wish him the best. You know, I hope he enjoys retirement. I've enjoyed retirement. I hope he can enjoy as much as I have.
I hope he enjoys retirement.
I wish Mark all the best and that in his new venture with not being here to pester people every day.
I'll miss him.
When you walk out. It's gone, you know. They're still going to be open. They're still going to run. They're just going to have business and let it go and go on and do your own thing. Live your personal life because you've dedicated a lot of your years to work. Now dedicate it to your family and yourself.
It's going to be a new adventure for him, I'm sure. And hopefully him and his wife, Teresa, will be able to enjoy some time together.
I just know that he's got a great family that he enjoys, and that he was always sharing stories and pictures of his grandkids over the last few years, and I'm sure that time's already gone up, and just best wishes to him in his retirement.
You know, I hope you do a lot of fishing, catch a lot of fish, and don't drink too much Budweiser. So.